Hello and welcome to episode 4.0-009 of The Commentators. I am your host, Alec Townsend, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Derek Harris. Hi, Derek.
Hello. Dude, I'll never get over that clack. It makes me so happy.
There's an actual clack now. It's not just you going clack.
Oh, they see it.
See, they know. They know it's an actual clack then.
And the listeners hear it.
And that's all that matters. You have come across the world's premier casino podcast where we discuss all about casino architecture, casino machines, casino games. We're talking about casinos all the time up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are going to focus in on the shrubbery of the casino.
Now, is this like a shining shrubbery thing, or do we actually have like nice topiaries?
It's whatever you want it to be, man. That's what we're here to discuss.
And I want it to be like we're in The Shining. You know, I want our casini to have like I'm sorry, let me do my casino voice. I want my casini to be like The Shining, where the shrubbery come to light.
Why is that the casino voice?
I'm shady casino architect and purveyor.
Okay.
What? Do you have something against this accent? Dracula loves casini.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
Well, I was initially going to do like a mobster, you know, which is kind of fitting, but
yeah, I would agree with that one.
I like the idea of like a Eastern European guy going and creating a shady casino, because that's the kind of casino I'd want to run, you know?
An underground casino?
No, it's above ground. I don't know why we'd put. It's cooler underground, I guess.
Is it a legally sanctioned casino?
It is illegally sanctioned. Yes.
Okay. Okay. We are not. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but we are not a casino-inspired podcast. We are a podcast about video games.
What?
I know. And we talk about video games sometimes, at least like half the time, I think, maybe.
It's about 50% of the time, yes.
So we have 50% bullshit and 50% video games.
Yep.
But a whole 100% lot of fun.
Only fun here. In fact, it is not allowed to not have fun. If you're not having fun, we're going to kick you out.
Okay.
So
how do we measure the fun?
There should be a funometer somewhere on the screen.
Oh, okay. Is that involved in the kitchen now? We got a
yes,
funometer.
It is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What's been going on with you? What's new? What's exciting?
You wrote this, but I feel it, dude. I'm tired, boss. Oh boy, I'm so tired.
Go take a nap.
Okay.
I mean, not now. Okay, I got this.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll continue to sleep.
The rest of the podcast is mine. It's
Sorry,
mine.
1 second.
Okay. You had to hold it up to the mic to do that?
Yeah, well, this is not just a Cassini podcast. This is a Cassini ASMR podcast. Not the voices. The voices are not ASMR. I cannot stress enough how little it's the voices. You know, it's you got card shuffling, you got like dice rolling.
Oh, I do have cards right here. So
oh, we're playing craps. We're doing magic. Oh, that was actually real nice, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
You know what the dumb part is? I truly think if we did a card shuffling ASMR podcast, or at least like YouTube series, I think we would be more popular.
All right, well, we can make that a whole reality.
No, because then people are going to come back expecting that, and they're going to hear these two chuckle fucks being like, "Oh, hey, how about casinos?"
And terrible accents. Yes, you're right.
And wonderful Dracula accent.
Okay, the original accent that you did wasn't Dracula. It was Dracula adjacent, but that was not Dracula original.
It was a hostile takeover.
Okay.
Razmikov no longer is the purveyor of this casino. Now it is I, Dracula.
Bleh.
Bleh. Got him. No, I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
I don't know. I just worked a lot. That's why this is late, because I worked a lot, and then I went straight from work to drive to get a tattoo, and then come back and drive, and it was just a lot of driving. I mean, it wasn't like a whole lot of drive. It was, I think, about 4.5, 5 hours both ways, but it's enough.
A lot of driving.
It's enough driving.
Yeah, dude.
It's almost done though. It's almost done. It's there. The arm is almost fully inked. It's getting there.
One more session.
Theoretically, it's fine though. I want my other arm done though. So like, if I have to go back, you can finish what's done here, and then maybe start over here.
What, are you actually gonna try to have Josh do your other arm too?
Yeah. Yep. It's a lot of driving.
That's a lot of. Hey, just have him move out here.
Apparently, he was so close to staying here.
Really?
Just didn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for me, but it is what it is.
Well, hey, shout out to Josh. What's his studio called?
Josh Legend, Red Arrow Collective. He does good work that I enjoy.
He is worth a drive. He does really quick work. He will talk to his dad.
Dude, it was great. I enjoyed it.
Seriously.
It was just nice to listen to other people while I was in a good amount of pain, and not like I could just focus in on the conversation, because there's nothing like listening to two other people talk while you're in pain. So if you're in pain listening to this, we got you.
So if you see someone on the street and they need 911 medical attention, you just play this podcast.
Yeah, just pop on the commentators. They'll be like, man, I feel so much better now that these chuckle fucks are just talking about casinos and terrible accents.
Man, that Dracula bit was fire.
Yeah. And then he keels over and dies because he actually needed medical attention, and we are not medical professionals.
No, but counterpoint, they say laughter is the best medicine.
That is true.
Doctors? I think we're doctors.
Yeah. That there is a doctor in front of my name that I just put there.
You could put anything in front of your name.
Exactly. So,
like, I'm Count Derek. Bleh.
Bleh. I know. I got you. I'm dialed in.
Got me dead to rights.
If there's a bleh in there, I got it. But yeah, that's been my week.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty sweet tattoo.
Flying and being in pain.
Mm-hmm. And then he got a tattoo.
And
Aha!
I was super pissed. So they do second skin. It's supposed to stay on your arm for like 3 to 5 days. But if it starts leaking anywhere or like explodes or something, you got to take it off. Yeah. So the past few times it's lasted like a day, if that. And then I've had to like rip it off because it's just like leaking in one little spot. So with this one, I was going to ask for a regular bandage because it just hasn't been working out. But Josh mentioned like, yeah, it's pretty straight. Like it shouldn't be like bending or tearing or anything. And I was like, okay, I'll give it one more shot. I get home and Jen's like, you're leaking at the wrist. And like, sure as shit, like right here, there's just like little ooze, little plasma coming out. I'm like, dude, I didn't even make it the car ride home before I had to rip this thing off of me.
Maybe you shouldn't leak so much.
I am a very leaky individual. Mm-hmm. It's this one actually didn't bleed too much, but like my upper arm was just it was red. It was bloody. But
yeah, I've actually only heard good experiences from that new skin. You're the first person to say that.
I had it on my calf too, and the same thing. Like overnight, it burst, and I did on that one put new stuff out. I went and got more, but
It's expensive though.
it is, and I kind of feel bad too because like. He's paying for this, and like I'm just having to rip it off right when I get home. So I'm just going traditional bandaging from here on out. My skin just doesn't want it for some reason.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Oh, you know what? I have a book nook.
Oh, real quick. I totally forgot actually. There's a new feature in here that is useful. On a second. All right. Do you use presentation mode by any chance?
I do not. Should I?
Okay. I mean, if you want. Basically, I added an outline button, so it shows the outline. Where's the outline?
Yeah, where is the outline?
Hold on.
I don't. This is too big of me. I don't want to see myself in the bigness that this is presenting.
Okay. Well, then you don't have.
It's nice. It's beautiful, Derek. It's beautiful.
No, I mean you usually don't have to. I like to see myself. I like big Derek's, and you know what? I cannot lie.
That's fair. It's it is a good feature. I do. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I see the outline is there. Anyway, okay, so Book Nook. Not to be confused with Music Box. I actually had one of my friends from high school wrote a book. So I read it. It's called She by Alyssa Sassen. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It wasn't Sassen when I knew her. But it is a very gory, uncomfortable, female-led anthology. So a bunch of short stories that are, once again, most of them pretty gory, most of them super uncomfortable, but like in a good way.
Okay.
And I mean, that's like, it's a horror book. So most horror things aren't there to make you all nice and cozy, and it certainly does not. But it was a super enjoyable read. I didn't know if I would be super into the whole short story thing, but I was. It was almost kind of nice to have a little break between the stories.
Yeah, totally.
Like sometimes you just got done with one and you're like, what the fuck?
It's very similar to the feeling I get after I finish a Junji Ito like a comic or manga strip or an episode. Some horror, I want to be in that short little bite. Yeah,
and it was like every story was pretty different from one another. So it wasn't like you were reading like the same thing over and over again. It kind of. Did you ever read Scary Stories Tell in the Dark?
Absolutely.
It kind of had like that kind of feel, except a little bit.
Yeah. Yes.
It was a little more fleshed out, and certainly more like gory, brutal, like adult themed.
Got it.
But yeah, I even though I'm pretty sure I wasn't the target audience for this book, being of the male persuasion, it was still good to read. The other nice thing, if there was a trigger warning in the back.
Oh.
So if you were looking to like avoid any particular topics, it laid them all out, which
that's nice.
Doesn't bother me personally, but like I know some people get upset by certain things. So if you want to for sure avoid a particular topic, you can find that out.
Did you expect this person to be your writer when you knew them?
Not necessarily, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
especially like the horror thing. So
were they one of your? Oh, you were an emo in high school. That's right.
I was an emo kid in high school, so you kind of hang out in the same crowds.
Well, cool. Everyone, one more plug for that book. What's it called? Girl?
She period. Like the dot. By Alyssa Sassen. I read it on Apple Books. I'm pretty sure you can get it elsewhere. She does have a website. Borders. There's a website.
Go to the website. Traffic helps. Or Amazon.
I think it's. I think it's just like her name.
Her name's Alyssa Sassen?
Yeah.
That's a sick name. It sounds like Alyssa Assassin. That's awesome. Especially for a horror writer.
It's AlyssaSassenAuthor.com. SASSEN author.com. And
check
Alyssa's let me just the full thing. ALYSSASS. Now I'm getting confused.
You gotta read that again, man.
ALYSSASSEN author.com. There's a lot of S's and A's. But yeah, it's good. I know there's links to buy it on there, so go check it out.
Check it out. Yeah,
go check it out.
Horror. If you like horror movie or horror media, especially anthologies. I feel like that works. I don't enjoy like in a movie. If I'm watching a horror movie, I don't want to watch an anthology. For written stuff, yes, I do, or at least short stories or something.
I mean, it's like I said, it's easily digestible, especially for stuff that can make you pretty uncomfortable. Once again, there were definitely stories in there that I was like, what did I just read, man? That was Does
she have an audiobook?
In a good way. I don't know.
Is she looking for voice actors? I know 2 chuckle fucks who would happily do it.
Yeah, just do the whole thing in your Dracula voice. I'm sure that's the kind of vibe that she's going for. Including
all the female and child voices. It's just Dracula.
It's just Dracula. You should find a book and do that for. Do like Harry Potter and the Dracula voice.
Harry Potter and the Dracula Stone, yes.
Yeah, there you go. Voldemort.
And then Harry.
Do like a whole Quidditch match announcement like that. Yes, perfect.
Oh my gosh. One day.
I'd listen to it. Man, my arm is super uncomfortable.
I wonder
movies.
Yeah, moving on to movies and stuff. I'll start because I got a quick mention, honorable mention to Ready or Not. The second one released, I think, earlier this year. I think it's made. You should watch them. They're very good. The second is more of the first, done well, but don't expect something different. It is just more of the first.
I would not.
Done very well. Enjoyable ride through and through. Highly recommend. I'm not going to say too much more, but have you seen the first?
Nope.
Oh, you should watch them. They're very good.
Cool.
What you expect it's going to be, it's probably going to be, and it does it very well. I think it's made by the same guy who did Happy Death Day to You? ?
Oh yeah,
I think so. And if not, it's got that vibe.
Okay, all right.
It's not the same sci-fi twist, but it's good.
It's not. Is it more comedy than horror then?
I wouldn't call it a horror. I'd call it a thriller.
Okay, for sure.
It's got tense moments, and it's not a spook.
Are there jump scares?
Not particularly. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple, but it's not a horror in the sense that like a ghost is going to jump out at you.
Okay.
It is much more a thriller. But very good. You should watch them. I think they're on Hulu or some dumb shit.
Yeah, I saw them somewhere.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think you specifically, Alec, will really enjoy them.
I will drag my wife into watching them.
Plus, that girl, she's a babe. The main blonde lady. I've seen her in other stuff. I don't know.
The main blonde lady.
Yeah, I mean, it's the main character. Total babe.
Okay. Samara Weaving.
Oh, Samara Weaving, I was literally just about to say.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
She was born in Australia.
Australian, man. They got some attractive people and some not so attractive people. So like every other place in the world.
Okay.
I also don't think it's the same directors, but it's similar vibes, similar style.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. I just want to get that out of the way because you have some interesting stuff I want to hear about.
I mean, you got these two.
Oh, do you want me to go through them?
Just go through them. Just go through them, man.
One Piece live action season 2. I have not seen it. Well, now I've seen 3/4 of it. It's good. I really enjoy it.
How long until Chopper gets there?
Literally where I'm at. So you need to get through the first season. You need to get through 3/4 of the second season. Chopper's one of the characters I think is actually done very well. I think it's recreated.
What are we doing here, man?
No, I don't want to hear that when it comes to One Piece. No. They turned to what? How many episodes until Chopper's in the actual thing? 150?
That's like 120.
Okay, they turned into a season and a half, so you can sit your ass down and pucker up Buttercup or whatever they say.
I still stand by the beginning of One Piece is not good.
So I actually disagree. Well, no, I agree. However, I can get through the first 300 episodes easy. After that, I struggle.
I have not been able to get through the first 300 episodes. Like, Alabasta does nothing for me.
No. Oh, okay. I like the crocodile fight.
Sure. It's still nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Leading up to Alabasta is nothing. It's all nothing.
I wouldn't say it's not nothing. The problem is there's like 10 episode chunks that are amazing. And then like 40 episodes of shit you don't care about. And then 10 episodes chunks were like, yeah. And then nothing. It's
just there's so much to get through. I still haven't even finished One Piece season 1.
Dude, here's the thing. I was actually having a conversation with a rando at a gas station about this. Okay. I'm gonna wait until they get the One Piece Kai is done because that's what I want to watch. Give it to me in a truncated form, and I'm gonna go crazy.
It's also kind of wild because there's stuff that happens in the manga that goes like way against what's in the anime.
Really?
Yeah, like Ace doesn't appear. Like, Luffy and Ace don't meet each other for quite some time. If memory serves correctly.
And that part where Kylo Ren kills Dracula? Crazy.
Oh, that's even crazier. That one actually caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that one, but it happened.
So now I'm curious, because one of the things I was going to comment on is that the live action is less faithful than the anime, but maybe it's more faithful.
Oh no, the live action is not faithful to the anime at all. And I think you kind of have to do that when you're making, when you're cutting so much down so quickly.
Mm-hmm. But one of the things that they do that I really like is they do a lot more foreshadowing. Stuff that I know because I've watched so much of it is like, they like have a throwaway, someone will just make a throwaway comment in season 1. I'm like, oh, that's going to come up in like 500 episodes in the anime.
Perfect.
So I think that's done really well.
They're kind of, I don't know if like they did it on purpose, but they do a lot of flashbacks to stuff that happened in the older stuff.
Too many
them saying something.
No. So this is like episode 1 or 2. Someone will say something, and I'm like, I know that's a big plot point later, but it's not addressed in the actual anime because I don't know. Either way, I like this. I think it's one of the best anime live action adaptations, but I'm really saving my energy for Kai, the One Piece Kai. It's going to be so good.
I'm sure it'll be adequate.
It's going to be One Piece, but better animation, better pacing.
And Chopper is going to be there episode 1.
Episode 1. In fact, Luffy comes into Chopper's life, not the other way around.
Wow.
And it's really sad because Chopper's backstory is actually really sad.
It is.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Chopper.
One more honorable mention with this. I truly, non-ironically believe that the best depiction, the best animation to live action depiction is Buggy. And I truly. Chopper doesn't count.
Enjoy Buggy.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Buggy.
Buggy was good. And I feel like he was very faithful to his animated self.
I do think most of the actors are pretty good with their live action depiction of their character.
The only one I'm not sold on yet is Nami, or not Nami, Robin. But she hasn't been there much, so
I can't speak on that. I have not seen Robin, so.
Also, Nami's chest was not as big as I imagined in my head. I don't know why.
What? Just
her literal chest, her breasticles.
They grow as the. I'm not joking. They get bigger.
Do they actually?
Yeah. Well, especially because they started as kids, right?
They weren't kids,
but they were younger, and then you got the time skip.
It was 3 years.
There's a lot that can happen in 3 years.
Boobs don't grow like that. Sure.
Yep.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna have a chest grow, Usopp's nose should grow, something.
His didn't grow.
No, it didn't, but it should have.
I'm pretty sure he was older already, though.
No, I thought he was younger.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Doesn't matter. The other thing that I've started watching is Adventure Time side quests.
How do you feel about more Adventure Time? Because I know you didn't like that they made more after they ended. And now they made more after they made more.
And they're still making a crap ton more. Side quests is fine. It's not for me. This is exclusively directed at children. The continuity is not. It doesn't follow the same continuity. It just doesn't. They meet. They're hanging with characters that they met in the cartoon I've watched growing up. So it's not for me. It is very much more kid oriented. It's fine. It's enjoyable.
Okay.
I will not rewatch it though.
Stellar review.
It's just I'm not the target audience. This is literally for kids watching Cartoon Network.
Is Adventure Time not for kids watching Cartoon Network?
I would argue it was not later. It's the same with Steven Universe. Yes, it is for kids show, but they tackle super heavy things. Whoa, there's 3 Alex now. That was crazy. Yes, it is the original Adventure Time is a kid show, but the later seasons were pretty epic and followed a grand storyline and dealt with heavy topics. This is not. This is just a silly, dumb romp through the land of Ooh, which is good. It's fine for what it is.
Cool.
Fiona and Cake, not the same kid show. Not at all. The new movie coming out, probably not. The new series coming out, probably not. Where are you going, dog? You keep
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, man.
Well, either way, we got it. You're back. I missed you.
I missed you too.
I think that's all I watched. What you got?
I watched, I guess, 2 My Hero movies. Although I do not remember one of them that well, apparently.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. I saw all of them, and none of them were super memorable.
Yeah, so I watched the later 2 movies. I think it was 2 Heroes and then You're Next. I will say You're Next, which was the 4th movie, the latest movie, definitely the best out of all of the My Hero movies.
Sure.
But yeah, it was pretty uneventful. I also find it amazing. You have these huge events going on, not mentioned once in the actual series, despite it being canon.
Wait, these are canon?
They're technically canon, yes.
They literally cannot be.
I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure I looked it up.
I think you're right. But like, I guess I'm trying to say what you're saying is if these happened in the actual storyline, there would be some.
Yeah, you'd have some mention. Like, something.
Okay,
something happened. I don't want to spoil, but...
Okay, if we're not going to spoil, I'm not going to mention it, because...
No, okay. There's spoiler alerts for My Hero movies coming up. Go for it.
Dude, okay. Bakugo gets one for one. I'm sorry, one for all. That should come up.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was in the movie. But yes, and like, there was an imposter All Might...
Yeah,
and like no one's just everyone's like moving on with their day. Like Shigaraki's coming, we gotta move on here.
Oh man.
But yeah, they're all right. It was good enough if you like My Hero, but like the series is way better.
The series is way better. So good. Although, man, the ending to the whole series. Oh, that was the other thing I did watch. You said that they released a couple months ago that the more.
Yeah, the OVA.
Episode. Yeah, it was good. I feel like they had to close the Izuku and Uraraka storyline because they just didn't.
You have to. You have to.
They didn't.
Well, now they did. And they're gonna be best friends now,
dude.
Right? That's what was going on.
This guy made this a core part of the story for years, and then just doesn't address it in the ending. Are you?
Hey, man, kidding? It can't all be so cut and dry. Sometimes there's ambiguity to life.
No. Okay, you're not wrong, but. If you build your story around a love interest, you have to address it.
I don't know if you're building your story around that. I think part of the story was like, they can't be together for whatever reason.
Then address it.
It was addressed by them not being together.
No. It was too unclear. Like, you need to at least have something say like, it doesn't need to be anything more than something just like a simple like, oh, well, hello. Now that our lives are less crazy, we should get coffee. Like any fucking thing. But they didn't like interact at all.
Well, that's just a message saying you got to shoot your shot while you can. Sometimes life will get in the way. And if you don't shoot that shot, you'll always be sitting there at separate tables looking over thinking, life could have been different.
But then they should have done that scene.
There's a message. There was that scene.
I guess. I don't recall that exact scene.
It was in the OVAs.
No. The OVA addressed my issues. I'm talking about the original ending. Yeah,
no, the original ending didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
How are you building up to something and then not? Oh, dude, that was my biggest gripe about the ending. Truly.
Well, it got fixed.
They fixed it. Probably
so
because
you're happy now.
People were like, "Dude, come on."
I also watched. Oh, you know what? Did I talk about Anaconda yet?
The new one? No.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna start with I watched Peacemaker season 2. If you like Peacemaker, you'll like it still. It's
Peacemaker.
It's Peacemaker. I'd watch more. John Cena. Yay. What? You like John Cena?
I like him better than The Rock. I hate The Rock, dude.
What's wrong with Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Get that fucker out of my face. I'm done seeing him. He's a piece of shit. I don't want him in my media anymore.
So you're not going to go see the live action Moana?
I'll watch it when it's on Disney Plus and we have nothing else to watch.
Did you watch Moana?
Yeah, I like Moana.
Did you watch Moana 2?
No.
It wasn't as good as Moana.
Actually, okay, I'm sorry. Before you move on, we were having this discussion at work. Can you think of any sequel that is much better than the first? Or
Toy Story 2.
Okay, I can see an argument. I disagree, but I can see an argument for it. Mainly because I like Jessie.
Spaceballs the sequel.
Is that out?
No.
It's already better.
It's already better. I'm sure they exist.
Of course, they exist, but no one could think of a good example.
Rush Hour 2.
So the problem is we could think of movies that were good and enjoyable, but not like number one was okay, but this one was great. Like Harry Potter has a lot of movies that are like all very good quality. I enjoyed them all, or enjoyed multiple of them.
I mean, The Chamber of Secrets definitely was not better than Sorcerer's Stone, just because it features a giant ass snake.
Snake. Oh wait, a giant ass Snape? Did he have like a bigum potion?
Yeah, he did. It was crazy.
Rip. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
All right. Speaking of giant ass snake, I watched Anaconda on the plane.
Wait, you watch snakes on a plane?
Yes. I watched a movie about snakes on a plane. So Jack Black and Paul Rudd star this wonderful feature film about a ragtag group of friends who set out to remake, I don't know if you can call it a hit, but the series, the movie series Anaconda. And things don't go as planned.
Let me guess, there's a giant snake.
There is a giant snake involved eventually. Spoiler alert. I will say this is not Paul Rudd or Jack Black's best work.
I'm gonna be honest, I was looking forward to this. Is it a bit of a letdown?
It was about what I expected.
So pretty mid.
But I also I wasn't sitting there like captivated. It was more like, this has got to be over soon, right?
Oh.
And maybe it was the setting. Like I was sitting on an airplane watching it on a tiny ass like iPad screen.
Nah, dog. I would argue that's the perfect setting to watch this movie.
Yeah. I mean, it was all right, but it certainly wasn't the best.
There's a reason.
I think the problem is Jack Black wasn't Jack Black enough. Paul Rudd wasn't Paul Ruddy enough. Like they were kind of like dialed down for this. Like they still had their kind of signature trait features in there, but like neither one of them. Like I really enjoy Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd
as an actor. Like I have liked everything he has been in, from Yes Man to Ant-Man to Anaconda Man. And then Jack Black, like I've enjoyed most of the Jack Black things. And it was just all right. It was just all right.
Oh,
not bad, not good, just all right.
This is one of those movies where I see it and I'm like, I really want to watch this, but I'm not in the mood for it.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm on a plane, I'll watch it.
I'll watch it this week because
okay.
Now that I have because I'm gonna be honest, I would have come back pretty negative on this movie because I have high expectations. Do not have high expectations. Well, because
like there were good parts, there were good bits, but like it's an Anaconda movie. I don't know. Have you seen the original Anacondas?
Only the first. Okay,
which they're also pretty.
Yeah, but those are a specific type of movie. Like you after you've seen the first, you know what you're getting into, and you know what to expect.
I would argue you know what you're getting into in the first one, It's in the name, man. It's Anaconda. If you go to watch Anaconda, and you're like, damn, there weren't any sharks in there. Like, that's on you, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's on you.
Ugh.
Anything else? You got anything else?
Nope. No, I'm good.
Cool. Let's go on to gaming news and talk about. Let's start with the like two things that weren't related to layoffs.
Okay.
Just on a personal level, Deadpool, Loki, Blade, and Ghost Riders were announced for Marvel Token, and they look alright. I'd play them, I guess.
Do you still
That's
play
all I got
Token?
for
Do you
that.
play Token?
It's not out yet.
Oh shit! This
Comes out
isn't
in
out
August.
yet.
No, next month, man.
Oh
I'm
snap!
gonna be fighting up a storm. I don't think Storm's in it, but I'm gonna be fighting someone.
What's that roster looking like? Oh, this roster actually looks pretty sweet.
I mean, it's a decent roster so far, and like there's gonna be DLC up the wazoo for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can.
Well, I mean, it's Marvel. They have 1,000 characters to pull from, and they certainly will.
Yeah, and you could always just make more too.
No, can't do it.
No, you can. That's the crazy thing. I
don't think they can.
Or just take like a Jeff the Landshark and throw it out into the world and make it popular.
Was Jeff the Landshark from Rivals? Was he like a Rivals original?
No, he existed before. It's just
That's cool.
Didn't really take off until Rivals, and then everyone knows who Jeff the Landshark is now. My wife has a Jeff the Landshark t-shirt.
Dang.
She is not really a fan of Marvel or Rivals, but she's got a Jeff the Landshark t-shirt.
Okay,
that is an adorable little shark.
We're not going to do B-roll. Question: is there porn of Jeff the Landshark?
There's gotta be.
Does there? He's a shark. Furries.
Come on, dude. There's gotta be, man.
But like, okay, it's one thing for an anthropomorphic animal. He's a shark. He's literally
exists. There is porn of it.
I was talking with my friend about this one time. Shout out to James. He might actually listen to this. And we we're trying to come up with a character that doesn't have porn. And I was like, oh well, it's got to be Grandpa from Hey Arnold. No, there is porn.
Come on, yeah, easy.
But he is like an actual shark.
No, he's not. I don't know if you know this or not, but normal sharks don't have legs.
Come on, you know what I mean. He is not. When does it become bestiality? Okay, no, I'm sorry.
It is.
Sorry.
It is. Dude, furries exist for a reason, man.
But okay, furries are slightly different because like they're anthropomorphized, you know, like it's slightly different.
So you could say that about Jeff the Landshark. He's got legs.
No. He's more shark.
I'm just saying it's there. It's out there. It exists. Easy.
You're probably
Next question.
Right.
What else you got for me?
What is the sexiest Pokemon and why is it Jinx?
Okay. The Switch 2 is getting a removable battery in Europe.
Yeah, so this is actually one of those those communist European country we want our people to be able to keep their consoles for longer kind of things.
Crazy. But in this economy, who has money to buy an extra battery?
Do people have money for the second Switch when their battery dies?
Yes.
Oh, but not for the battery.
Nope.
Dude, having a PSP with a swappable battery, I'm for that.
That actually, this would be pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Is it only coming? Is it only a Europe thing? Are we getting American Switchies with removable batteries?
Why would they do that? Give me one good reason.
So I can be on a plane, and when my Switch goes console battery low, and I don't have a charger in front of me, I can't go, oh. Instead, I could go, oh, okay. I'd still probably go, oh, because I have to swap out the battery, but the option's there, you know?
That's assuming that American companies want their consumers to have a positive experience.
They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No, they're doing this because they're mandated to there. And it's also why they're stopping selling Switch 1s in Europe.
Oh. That had happened eventually anyway, right?
I don't know, man. I recall from a previous episode, India just started selling them.
Well, so you take all the Switches that were going to Europe over here and put them in India over there.
Okay. I mean, honestly, that is literally probably what they're doing.
And when the Switch 3U comes out, we can get all the Switch 2s from Europe and put them in India. So India will always be one generation behind.
I would not be mad if they called it the Switch 3U. I would be thrilled.
No. The Switch 4 is going to be the Switch 4U.
Oh, like Smash 4 DS and Smash 4 Wii U.
Yeah, definitely. Nintendo, if you use this, I'm trademarking it right now.
Oh, trademark. Hold on. Let me go to trademark.com. And Derek Harris trademark. Got it. All right, it's trademarked to you. Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I would like a receipt of this purchase, please.
Yeah, the receipt might say my name. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard.
Okay. I'm pretty good about not thinking about things too hard. Just also this one's for me too. The Expedition 33 director said Kingdom Hearts 2 was one of the best action RPGs ever and is still chasing that high.
Do you actually think that's true?
That Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the best action RPG games ever?
Yeah.
I do, actually.
Okay.
Have you played Kingdom Hearts 2?
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 1, bro.
Well, okay, here you go. Definitely start with 2. You won't have any questions at all. And then
I'm gonna
set.
Okay, that's a moot point because I'm gonna have questions literally no matter what we want, whatever I want when we start playing.
No. If you start in the order, we've been through this. If you just go in the order, you will understand the stories that are presented to you.
Okay. Yeah, totally. 100%.
You might have to play through them a couple times.
Oh, will I?
And then why are you pulling up this B-roll?
This B-roll
for a game that's been out for 18 years.
Wait. Okay, real quick. Do you hear any sound from this?
I heard it. Now I do. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's not supposed to play sound. I want B-roll to be silent automatically.
Well,
damn.
I mean,
never mind. I take it back. Look,
it's also really loud.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
So, I mean, you can stop this whenever.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
So just play all the Kingdom Hearts.
Stop B-roll.
It's that easy.
I don't wanna, man.
Dude, they're so good.
You scared me off with your whole. Oh, if you start with 2.2 and then the 0.5,
you don't have to do that, man. You do not have to do that.
And you know what? I love Chain of Memories, and here's my boy saying the best Kingdom Hearts game is one of the worst. That means the others are even lower than that? I mean, I don't know, man. It sounds like I've already peaked with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Just play the games, man. Just play the games.
Yeah, I should really play the first, but honestly, there's a lot of games I want to play this year, and I do not have much time.
Well, find some time. There's always time for Kingdom Hearts. Always.
Okay, maybe.
Sacrifice your job, marriage, whatever you need to play Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, you got it. Mario Kart Tour shutting down.
Okay.
Yep. I just thought it was
RIP, I guess. All the stages are in Mario Kart World anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, speaking of that, Mario Kart World did get an update with 2 new knockout
gang sounds out here.
What?
You're like 2 new.
I'm trying to think of what they're. Well, okay, so the problem is a lot of the articles I was reading called them rallies, but they're not. I know them as knockout tours, so I don't know why. All I could think of was rallies.
Oh, okay.
Which maybe is an online thing.
I don't think I've played Knockout Tour maybe once.
Dude, Knockout Tour sucks.
The problem is if you do bad for like one part, then you're done. It's over. You're knocked out.
The real problem is even if you don't fuck up at all, you still can lose.
I mean, that's just Mario Kart.
No. There's a little bit of that. Mario Kart 8, that is inherent to Mario Kart. For the problem, I have not been able to 3-star everything on Mirror because I can have like almost a perfect run where I do shortcuts, I'm doing everything right, and then all of a sudden it's like blue shell, red shell. Everyone zooms past me with 20 coins, and I'm like, I cannot do better than this. Like we'll talk about it later. I'm stressed out.
You do better.
Dracula cannot press buttons any quicker.
I'm sure you could. Don't vampires have like super speed?
I'm already using super speed. The problem is the Mario Kart World AI, like the intelligence behind the CPUs. Well, it doesn't suck. It literally cheats, and I'm not talking.
It sucks.
Like it literally gives them speed boosts and better items to a degree that was not seen in other games. So like they are literally cheating, and it is baked into the game, and it's not fun. You
go tell Mr. Nintendo that he's not being nice.
Yeah, I gotta call up my boy Doug Bowser.
Okay. I cannot stress that he is not the CEO anymore.
Okay, well, really, Reggie Fils-Aimé will always have my heart.
Okay. Once again, he is also not.
Pretty sure it's Reggie Bowser.
Okay. Give Reggie Bowser a call and tell him that you don't like this anymore.
Yep, it will do.
Okay, cool. There's layoffs everywhere. Do we need to talk about it? Do we need to talk about it?
Not the layoffs directly. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of surrounding it. I think it's worth mentioning.
Well, you can mention that because I don't care anymore.
Dog.
I mean, I'm sorry for the people affected, and like it's a lot of people affected.
It's a lot. I mean, Xbox sold 2 studios, closed 2, or mostly closed. Like, it's rough. It's hard out there for a pimp, as my boy Alec would say.
Did they actually close any? I know somewhat indie.
2 went indie, and I thought 2 are like, maybe not closed, but like, they're not skull and bones. They're bare bones.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Like, games are getting canceled left and right that were, rumored or in development. It's really sad.
Yeah, the industry is not in a good spot right now.
But like, I mean, part of it is like Xbox really X-boned it. Like, truly. They did.
By buying up so many studios and then just doing nothing with it.
Well, yeah. And like, they put so many eggs in the Game Pass basket. And it hasn't panned out because, they reduced games and then raised prices and made the games available elsewhere. Like, Xbox really screwed themselves over for the past, 5 years. And now we're in a weird... Like, they forecasted this year, 2026, to have 77 million Game Pass subscribers. They've lost subscribers for the past few years. So they're at, 30 million.
Yes. I'm one of them.
Are you actually?
One of the lost subscribers.
I feel like a lot of people I've heard anecdotally a lot of people cancel it.
Yeah, I mean, I canceled when you couldn't do the little gold for Game Pass trick anymore, which, I mean, I knew that was going away eventually.
Yeah.
It had to. You're paying essentially $60 for a year of Game Pass, which is insane. So I would have been fine, I think, with still paying for Game Pass, but it was just month after month of me going through Game Pass and be like, I don't know if I want to play any of this. Mm-hmm. And the other problem I found with Game Pass is I was just playing games for like an hour or two and then just dropping them for something else, even though it might have been a good game. But since dropping Game Pass, I have been both more selective of the games I play and actually like playing the games I play, because I don't know, maybe it's just like a weird me mind thing, but like I paid so much money for this game, I'm going to play it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Game Pass, like, it's just like, oh, it's there. It's like free. Like, I can check it out. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. And then move on to whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that is specifically the reason. Well, not specifically. That's one of the big reasons they removed COD from Game Pass for day one Game Pass, because people would do that.
Because that's all you want to play Call of Duty. You want to play it for the first week or two and then be like, okay, that's enough. I've got my COD fix for the year.
And then the diehard COD fans who would buy the game once, twice, 3 times, why would they? They have Game Pass. Yeah. I don't. Xbox is in a really, really precarious. I'm not surprised they're making all of these layoffs and closing and selling off studios, and even considering selling off Xbox as a brand to its own subsidiary. But yeah, dude.
I mean, it could be good, maybe.
I guess
getting back to the roots. Fusion Frenzy's gonna come back.
Fusion Frenzy?
You never played Fusion Frenzy?
No.
It was basically like Mario Party without the board on Xbox.
Was it on the 360?
No, OG Xbox.
I have literally never played an OG Xbox.
God damn kids in there.
No. That's not true. My buddy had an actual Xbox, and I did play Halo 1 with him.
See, there you go. Man, make Halo great again.
They're trying their best, man.
Mega.
They can't.
It's because Halo is a product of its time.
Yeah.
Truly is. As much as I would love for an old school arena shooter to make its way back into the world, it's just I don't think it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because people would cry that like, oh, he got the rocket launcher, now he's killing everybody. We can't kill him. Mm.
That's why they need to make another space shooter, and it could have a story. It could be like a live service game with like interesting vehicles you can summon on command, or I don't know. With good gunplay. There's a lot of things they could do with some type of space shooter that they should make to replace.
My headset's dying. Give me Unreal Tournament again.
They can't. It's not real.
Well, I want it to be Unreal.
Okay.
An Unreal Tournament. Give me that.
Okay. So we'll make an Unreal Tournament.
I won't be able to hear you for like 3 seconds.
All right, then I'm going to tell math jokes. Because
okay,
the square root of -1 is an imaginary number. So there's a joke somewhere in there about an Unreal Tournament being about mathletes trying to solve non-real math problems.
I hope you got whatever you just said out of your system.
Not fully, but very few people in my life are the audience for that kind of math conversation.
Okay, and you think I'm one of them?
It's an imaginary number. You've got an imagination.
I didn't hear the joke, so.
Well, it wasn't even a joke. I was just kind of talking about imaginary numbers.
Okay, yeah, I'm not the math person to talk to. I can assure you.
Fine. Let me call in Alec.
I don't even know what an imaginary number is.
It's like, imaginary.
It's a fake number?
-1. There's a whole area of math that involves math that is imaginary.
So it's fake math.
No, it's not fake. It is real. It is just imaginary. It's not real, because real math is separate. Okay, No, see, you know what? See, no. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we're moving on. This is not a math cast.
PlayStation is ditching physical copies starting January of 2028, and this has been a highly debated topic across the internet. So layoffs and PlayStation ditching its physical sales has just it's been everywhere, and maybe I'm part of the problem.
Yes,
but I don't care.
So this is my one comment on this. This is almost exactly like backwards compatibility. Everyone wants it. I think it's important. I don't use it. I don't use digital games anymore. Most people don't. And that's like that's the thing though. Like I get the want to have it, but between any purchase that I've made recently was just like, I could go to a store and get this game, or I could sit my ass on the couch and I'm going to have to download it anyway when I get home and just buy it here. And like, I know the licensing and all that stuff becomes a huge thing, but there's plenty of disc games that you can get that still aren't going to work if the game goes offline or whatever. So grab your pitchforks. I'm here. Stab me. But I mean, like, I do get it. I know some people, get physical everything. Like, I'm saying this as I bought a record player to play vinyls because I miss my CDs. So I get it. But at the same time, like, I feel like you could see this is where it was going since like 2010. Yep. I'm honestly surprised no one has made this announcement sooner. And like you said, from a game preservation standpoint, I'm appalled. Like, I think when people make stuff, it should be recorded and accessible. But at the same time, like, dude, I don't get digital. I'll only get digital media pretty much, unless it's a game I want like the special edition for, like a Zelda game. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that case because I want it for my collection. But that's it. And even so, like you were alluding to, even if I do get the disc, a lot of times there's still a day one patch that makes the game playable, or the disc. Like Nintendo does this too. They're also guilty of this. Some of those cartridges, like Pocopia, it is a download link to download it from a server, so you can't play the game.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I bought it digitally, but...
And to be fair, I think when Nintendo develops and publishes, they don't do that. But Pocopia was made by... Was it Game Freak? Pokemon Company. So it's technically not Nintendo, so they were able to do this. Mm-hmm. But even so, like, imagine 10, 20 years from now, let me take my disc of Cyberpunk and play the day one edition. Like, it's not the game.
It's a download code.
Yeah. And yes, you can play it, but it's not. Who wants to play the day one version?
Nobody wants to play the day one version of Cyberpunk. Nobody.
So I guess that begs the question.
I did it.
Did you actually pay
stopped.
Did you play it that early?
Yeah, I bought it pretty early on.
Dang.
I was still trying to convince myself that I like CD Projekt Red games, and I thought this was going to be it. And it's weird. Like, I understand how they're good games, but like, I can't do it. It's like while I was sitting there, Steam open, Persona 5 Royale was like $15, and I'm like, this is pretty good, Maybe this will be the time. And I didn't get it because I don't think it's my cup of tea. Mm-hmm. But I want it to be. Like, I like the story. Little cat bandit thief, adorable. It's got Joker featured in Super Smash Bros. Who doesn't like a good Joker? Like,
all Joker characters are good.
Yeah. So, but it's not for me. Not for me. Can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
we've gone off track here.
Yeah, I'm wondering when legislation is going to be involved, because my two arguments for why I think discs are important are game preservation, which is personally more important to my heart, and ownership. Like, we own nothing, increasingly so in today's age.
Like, you don't need to own anything. Why would you need to own anything?
Because I think it's important. If I'm giving money to something, I want it to either be explicitly said you are licensing this and you do not have access to it, or you may not have access to it, or say, hey, you're just renting it. It's a different mindset.
Well, you are just renting it.
I mean, yes, you are, unless I physically have a cartridge that has the entire game. Like, I don't know. I'm torn because I agree with you. For the most part, I agree with you. I give a shit, but I don't really give a shit. I'm not.
The one thing I would say is it does take away the whole secondhand market and potentially getting games for cheaper, whether it be from GameStop where you're getting $5 off a 10-year-old game, or, you know, just like Facebook Marketplace, like, hey, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Like, this game's not for me. Give me $20, you can get this game. Like, for the people who can't, like, necessarily afford new games, or like, and there's not a sale or something, you could still have that access, or even just sharing the games, which I know is also becoming increasingly more common, being able to share between people. So that's kind of nice, but it's still a weird gray area. So I can get that aspect of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But again, that kind of goes back to renting something. You can't sell something you're renting because it's not yours to sell.
That is true. That is true.
To be fair, I did give GameStop hundreds of dollars in today's market N64 games for some dog shit, like GameCube game, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been there. Let's talk about what we played, yeah?
Real quick, do you think Xbox is going to do the same? Do you think this is the time when everyone says, now that PlayStation's broken that seal, do you think everyone's going to follow? Minus Nintendo, they don't count.
Yeah, I do think, and a lot of people are speculating that PlayStation would do this as well, but I do think there will be some sort of external accessory that you can connect to the main console, but I do see the future Xbox being discless as well. Mm-hmm. That is surprisingly difficult for me to say.
Discless.
Discless.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. Like, one of the things, I'll see if I can find the graphic to post up, but if you look at the cost of games adjusted for inflation, the current GTA 6 is one of the cheapest GTAs. Games are expensive now. Not having a disc player will reduce the cost of a console and also the game. Adjusted for inflation, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, N64 games were like $60.
Dude, some were more. Some were really expensive.
So it's, I mean, it sucks, but like, gaming's been expensive, and aside from, you know, like the current recent spike, I think gaming was probably the cheapest adjusted for inflation it's ever been.
To its detriment, I will say. Probably.
Can we talk about played now?
Yeah, let's talk about what we played. I'll go first because I don't have too much to say. Mario Kart World. I did play the new World Tours. They're World Tours.
Cool.
Yep.
It was just the knockout tours, right? There's not like any new levels or anything.
No, it's just knockout tours. I'm really disappointed that Nintendo has not done a big update. It took them like 10 years for Mario Kart to get DLC, Mario Kart 8. I know, but like, this was one of your launch games. This is like, it's open world Mario Kart. Like, dude, This all feels like base game stuff. Like they're adding base game features, like being able to play with friends online and watch and choose who you spectate. Like these are core features.
That's
Whatever.
the world we live in, man. Core features come as updates.
Ugh. And then the DLC is gonna be like, here's 2 new Grand Prix. It's like, oh, thanks.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's more Mario Kart. It's fun.
Cool. I still like World.
I prefer 8. Honestly, the thing we were talking about earlier, where like you get rubber banded and people behind you, even though you're having like a perfect run.
That is obnoxious.
Yes.
I will admit it's horrible. I feel like in World you can hit people with green shells and they will not slow down in the slightest. And then like just they keep zooming on ahead of you.
And in 8 that happened, but it didn't feel like you get cheated as much. In World, I feel like I get cheated too much. Like in 8, it's just the skill. It's just, I want to play a game where my skill matters. And in World, it doesn't feel like it does.
Don't play Mario Kart then, man. That's like, not the game.
In 8,
the game.
In 8, I could, when I fucked up, I knew it. And I was punished for it. In World, I can be having a great run and I'm punished for what? For what? For being in first?
Yes. Yeah. So be in second. And then at the very end go to first.
Which is a strategy online, and that sucks.
Yeah. No, there's been plenty of times where I've been like close to the front and then you just get hit with red shell, bomb, star, lightning.
And it's like, come on.
Now you're in 24th. It's like,
or not. Now you're in 5th and the finish line's right up there and you're not going to make it. And it's like, well, okay. Thanks for wasting my time. Ugh.
Is gaming not just one waste of time?
But it has to be rewarding and feel like that. That's the thing. It doesn't feel, Mario Kart World for me doesn't feel fair. Like I said, if I mess up, that's fine. I'm happy to lose. But if I don't mess up, if I'm doing super well and taking not every shortcut, but all like the nice short. Jen and I bumped it down to 100cc and just had a fun time. Like that is how we wanted to play the game, and that's not what Mario Kart is to me. Which is fine. Whatever. What else do you play that wasn't the one thing we both played?
So I hopped back into Marvel Rivals, because I don't know. It's a competitive multiplayer, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I boot it up and kind of grind out the season, I look at it and it's like I have 2 months before the season resets. And that's like at the start. Like the season's reset every 2 months.
Is that quick?
Yes. Like, because it's still a grind at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, and then after that 2 months, rank reset. And it's just, so like I don't play this game enough to like get out of platinum diamond area. And like that's where I'll be, just because I don't play enough.
Which is pretty good, man. I mean, it's what, right? top 20% of game players?
Ish.
I'm sorry that you're in the top 20%. You're right.
I know, right?
Not enough. Not for...
I don't know. It just... I would like a longer season, personally.
Like, what is League season?
It's like a full year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think they separated it a little bit more now. It might be like every half a year, but yeah, it's longer. Like you can spend a significant amount of time trying to get to where you're going. I don't think it necessarily needs to be that long, but like every 2 months, just Like, if there's a meta that like you're just not for, I guess it's cool, but I don't know. It feels bad to me, and why I cannot take this ranked game seriously.
So would like quarterly seasons be enough, or do you think 6 months is kind of that sweet spot?
I think quarterly would be better. Like even just 3 months feels better than 2.
2 months is quick.
It's quick, man. It's quick. I don't know. Because you also get into weird, and I think they kind of fixed it a little bit, but you have the person that just like hasn't played for like 2 or 3 months that's now coming in and is either like super horrible, like maybe they were a grandmaster before, but they haven't played since the start. And now you're going up again and they don't have any idea what they're doing. Or sure. Conversely, you have, the person who was grinding all last season, had a negative win rate, still sucks, and now it's all over the place.
I will say, I think a year is way too long, though. I think 6 months. I think it should be 3 to 6.
A year is long, and like it's different games, different
even still, a year is a long time to go without like a big balance patch.
I mean, they have patches and stuff. It's not like it's just the same. Like you're switching patches, you're switching meta. It's just your rank's the same.
Well, okay, if you're changing the balance of the game, maybe you should have a rank reset. A year feels too long. I think 6 months probably a nice sweet spot. But I don't like ranked games, so fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I also finished Adventures of Elliot minutes before we started recording. Multiple endings, got all of the endings.
How many of them did you fight Ganon?
All of them. I fought Ganon every single one.
No, how was that overall?
I think my initial review pretty much holds up. Still the same. Like, I enjoyed the game. I think I ended it around 22 hours. I didn't collect everything there is to collect, but I collected enough that I cared to collect.
Sure.
Like, the story was good. Overall presentation was great. It's just the 4 different time thing. Sorry, I had a burp. There it is. Okay. The 4 different time thing was cool on paper. I think having different stories and main city areas was cool in each of the times. However, outside of the city, it all kind of felt the same, but you still had to discover the waypoints, go through the map all over again. And that was a drag.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way to put it. Like, that was a slog. You'd go to one spot, get the waypoint, go to a different time, and realize I don't remember how to get back there.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, you really had to know the map, but the other side to that too is like, it's designed in a way where you have to take specific routes to get to places. You can't just like go, if you see something in this area, you can't just go straight to it. You have to find the specific path that might be all the way down here to get over up here to go.
So it's almost like a combination of a Metroidvania and a Zelda.
In a sense, but I also feel like all the unlocks that you get were pretty towards the beginning of the game. So I don't remember actually being hindered too much by not having a specific spell or weapon or something.
Also not like either of those things.
Like, there definitely was some of it.
Of course.
But like, I don't remember too much of it. There was only a couple of dungeons or something where I needed this particular item or ability to get across something. But here's the kicker to that. I didn't remember where it was across 4 different time zones in these different areas of the map. So it doesn't matter anyway. But once again, overall, I enjoyed my time with it. Don't regret playing it. Don't regret buying it full price. That is just the one large thing that I did not like about that game.
I'll just wait for the Ocarina of Time remake.
It's different. It's different.
Dude, I can plan out like 3 or 4 games to play a year. That's like how I typically end up doing things. This ain't gonna be one.
I just have a lot of free time on my hands.
Yeah, so. You lucky son of a... Oh, I had to work so much. Oh.
I worked 7 whole days in a row.
Now, to be fair, your job is stressful and takes a lot of knowledge. It's true.
I went into this job so I didn't have to work a lot.
And it's paid off dividends, though.
It's paying off.
Boy, did you have...
It sucked to get here, but it's paying off.
I was going to say, it was a struggle. I remember when you were in flight school. And, like, teaching in flight school. Yeah, dude, it was...
Yeah, it wasn't great. But we're here now. It's been... I would say I've had a fairly easy... I don't want to say easy, but fortunate path to where I am today. So it's... I really can't complain too much compared to what many of my peers had to go through.
Minus the time when you did have curtains for walls. Those are rough times.
No, it's fine. This is
okay.
That's just being in your early 20s.
Here's the thing, though. Some of your fucking roommates had gorilla feet and would stomp on the stairs you sat next to. And like, man, walk softer. Like, come on.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then, so we both played Rivals of Aether 2. It's basically Smash Bros, but more tuned to the competitive nature than your traditional Smash Brother is.
Yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts.
So, I think it's going to be harder to get good at. And, okay, well, the first thing I want to say is, this is what I think people mean when they say Melee feels better. Like, the character does what I want it to. And that is intuitive. I just don't know what I should make the character do yet. The movement and the timing and everything feels so fluid and nice. Like, I'm loving the game. I just need to get wrecked a lot. So what I've been doing is I've just been playing, anytime I play, I'll just boot up arcade mode on a character I want to get good at, put it on hard mode, and just die repeatedly. And I'm slowly getting better. But
see, that is a different approach. I'm just smashing my head against people, like real people.
That's probably, I'm probably at a point where I should start doing that. Because basically I just wanted to get a feel for the game and learn the controls so that so I can do the controls more naturally. You know?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because I'm so used to the smash buttons. I still am messing up the A and the B button.
Oh yeah. Yeah. In fact, I haven't played it for a few days, so I'm sure when I go back to playing it, I'm just gonna immediately revert to Smash Bros. Because I have spent a significant amount of time playing Smash Bros. And only a few hours playing Rivals of Aether. But I would agree with you. Like it's similar feeling enough to Smash, but different enough where it kind of messes with me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the characters all feel fairly unique and different from one another so far.
Mm-hmm.
Even from known Smash characters, like you have, I feel like inspired by certain moves.
Absolutely.
Or something, but there's still the overall kits of every character so far I feel is pretty unique.
I think that's also one of Smash's detriments. There's too many characters. Some are literally clones in some cases.
I'm pretty sure they are adding clone. They're called remix characters, but they're going to be basically clone characters.
Okay, I think they should just add new characters.
They are adding new characters as well.
Okay, all right.
I imagine the dev time on a remix character is significantly less than throwing in a whole new character.
Yes, a skin versus a new build.
Yes. I mean, they're adding Mina the Hollower, man.
That's actually pretty sweet.
Mina the Hollower.
But no, it feels very good to play. I'm just bad.
Yeah, I do like the actual ranked system. I know you just got done saying you don't want to play a bunch of ranked games, but that was one of my biggest issues of Smash is it didn't have a competitive online kind of scene. Mm-hmm. You had the whole score. I can't even remember what it was
GPS,
called. Like,
Global Smash Power. GSP, Global Smash Power.
Yeah, you had that, but that wasn't like a rank, so to say. And it wildly fluctuated between characters and even like how many people were playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was no tangible metric for me. Now I can see that I suck, and that's what I want. Yeah.
Well, and also just like the general like net play is just so much better.
Oh yeah, I don't. There's been maybe I think I've had one disconnect, and I don't know if that was me or the other person, but other than that, it's been super smooth, barely like any lag. Oh. It feels like a real fighting game.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Rivals of Aether 2. It was at Evo. Apparently now's like a good jumping in point. People are hopping in because of that.
Yeah. I mean that's honestly pretty big news.
Yeah. So there's content getting pumped out still every once in a while. It's not at a super breakneck pace, but you know, couple characters a year.
I mean, that's all it needs.
It really is. I just need my little mousey, and then I'm good.
Okay, and here's the thing: Rivals of Aether devs, if you're listening, maybe the character should be like a little sexier. You know, I mean,
well, you haven't seen Mina yet.
Let me check out Mina the Hollower. Oh, that's a sexy 2D mouse. Oh, wow. Doesn't even wear pants or underwear.
See?
That's pretty sexy.
See?
Yeah, the furry aesthetic
is... You telling me Craig isn't a sexy little beetle?
No. Here's the thing. Sex sells. If you want a successful game, maybe just draw the chest just a little bigger. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's super controversial to say.
It's pretty controversial.
Very controversial. But no, this is a fun game. It's really cheap for what it is. I'm happy I picked it up, and I will continue to play it.
As will I.
Until Desync drops today, in which case, once I get that, that's it for a bit.
Until what?
Resynced, not Desync. Assassin's Creed.
It came out today.
Yeah, today.
Apparently it has $60, $80 DLC that pops up like right when you boot up.
Okay, yes, if you're the Jasons of the world who want every shanty and like all of the extra little add-ons, yes, it's going to be like $80. I don't need every...
Oh, I'm talking $80 additional dollars.
80 additional?
Yeah.
But here's the problem. I also kind of want all those shanties. That's a bit much. Oh, if I haven't been clear, we're talking about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. There's been a lot of talk today about how the DLC is very expensive. I did not know it was more than the base price of the game.
Oh yeah, no, it would be $85 to get the Master Assassin character pack, the Master Assassin naval pack, Hellfire character pack, Hellfire Naval Pack, Sea Serpent character pack, Sea Serpent Naval Pack. I don't know what any of these are, so they might not do anything.
My only concern is that they're going to lock shanties behind those.
And if they do, is that a no-go?
No, I'm not gonna buy all this bullshit, but I'm gonna be really upset about it. Because like the shanties are, you're sailing around, and you know your crew they start singing a sea shanty, and you're like, why was I not born in this era? You know? No, you don't think like that.
Because you have scurvy and die.
You don't though. You get a fucking lemon. It's not hard.
You're just gonna eat a lemon just like that?
Jen would. She does actually.
They are good.
Not like a bite of a lemon.
Okay, so like these are literally just costumes.
Okay, well that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know why people just need something to be upset about. Honestly.
They do. They really do. And that's fine. Let people be upset. Oh, so so the character pack is probably skins and costumes for your boy, and the naval pack is probably skins and costumes for your ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
I'm honestly surprised they don't have a shanty pack.
Well, be happy so you can get. Oh, you get Hellion armor, man.
Oh, dude,
Hellion armor for the low price of $10.
I am 100% gonna 100% this game.
I'm torn because on one hand, I've never played Black Flag, and I did just finish my single player game not hours ago, so I'm in the market, but I don't want to give Ubisoft money.
It's like $50, dude.
It is $60.
$60? Is that a Walmart?
$60.
Can I go to Walmart and get it for $50?
No, because physical games don't exist anymore. We've been through this.
Okay, but that's in 2028.
Nope, it's that's what they say.
I can get Black Flag flea and tick home treatment for $15 at Walmart. So I don't know.
Hell yeah! I'm showing $60 on Walmart.
Oh, that's brutal.
Also, what are you playing this on?
PC.
I don't think you could get a PC thing.
It's not on Steam?
No, it's on Steam.
Yeah.
But I'm saying at Walmart. I don't think you get a PC copy of Black Flag at Walmart.
All right. Well, I'll fucking torrent it. No, I'll end up buying this game. 100%.
All right. Well, fine. I'm going to beat it by next week, and we can talk about it. Let's go.
I'm not going to race you. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to play.
I'll take my time too. I just have the next week off. So,
what are you gonna? Okay, moving on. What are you gonna play in the next week? Now that your single player game's done.
Black Flag.
Are you actually?
I don't know. I might. It was. I was looking at the sales. Mina the Howler was also kind of jumping out to me. I might get that on Nintendo though. On Switch.
Fucking old man.
I might get it on the Nintendo.
Oh, I'm gonna play my Wii.
It feels like a good Switch game.
It does,
right?
It does.
I do still need to play Star Fox though. But Star Fox, I feel like is like a kind of pick up and play thing. Like I'm in the mood for some Star Fox.
No, Star Fox you want there for when you want to play it. That's it.
Yeah.
I still need to get Star Fox. I'd rather play that. So this is the problem. There's 3 games I want to play within the next few months. There's Assassin's Creed, there's Star Fox, and there's the Ocarina.
And there's Marvel Token. Oh.
Well, and then there's Rivals of Aether. Aether. One of the two.
And Marvel Token.
So no, there's zero chance I'm going to play that game. Not zero.
Why not?
Because, like I said, for the rest of the year, there's 4 games I want to play. That's max my capacity. So I got to pick and choose. Black Flag's got to be one. Ocarina of Time, gotta be 2. Rivals of Aether is probably gonna be the 3rd.
Yeah, but Rivals you can just kind of pick up anytime.
No. You, Alec Townsend, can pick up anytime. If I want to play with you and not lose every single... What did I get? 1 kill last time we played? 2 kills?
No, you got kills.
Okay.
You got kills.
I think I might have won one round.
When I was... I think Fleet, did I 3-stock you as Fleet?
Yeah, I believe so. So basically what I'm saying is, you are inherently going to be better at video games than me. I need to practice to get anywhere near your level, especially for this type of game. And I can do it. I've proven to myself I can do it. So, fighting games, I'm locked to like 1.
Okay, that's fair. I also have a lot more free time than you do.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
There is that.
Also, you are just inherently better. Like, your brain is wired. You've had more practice. I don't know what it is, but game theory, board games, possibly some bit of luck, and video games, you're always going to be better than me, like baseline. And I would say you're better than most people. Like, your baseline is higher than most people.
I guess.
And maybe it's just because you played a lot more as a kid, or maybe your brain is.
I think it's just more experience and exposure into different scenarios and whatnot. Than anything else. Because like this is what I do in my free time, for the most part.
It has been for a bit.
Yeah. So. Because there's definitely plenty of things where I just still feel like I am absolute garbage at it.
Oh yeah, well, I even like take League. Like, you're not technically garbage. Yes, you're like top 10%. You're gonna get rocked by the next tier up.
Oh, I was not top. I was
top 20.
Top 20, I think. Yeah.
Even still, man, for a game that big, that's pretty fucking cool. But even so, the next tier up gonna stomp you, like no question.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like no matter how good you are, there's always gonna be someone better than you,
minus that like 5-year-old Asian child that is at the top.
Yeah, but that's just that. It is what it is. Dude, cool. Well,
I thought that we were gonna have a nice crisp 1-hour episode because we didn't have a guest on. It's longer.
It's nice. Well, see, I wasn't really trying to move things along because I also thought it would be shorter. So I was just kind of letting it go. And then here we are, 97 minutes in, like, we're good at this. We're good at this.
We're pretty good at this. To be fair, there's probably going to be like 10 minutes we can cut out for silences.
Cool. Here's Derek with the plugs.
Find us on the internet at Spudcast.net. Check out our YouTube. We got a lot of shorts going. We had our first short cross 1,000 views, which to some people might not be a lot. To me personally, that's actually really cool. That's awesome. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Give us a like and a subscribe. It actually, okay, here's the other thing. Since I've started like actually looking at the metrics, I've started liking and subscribing to people because it really does fucking matter. All right, so from now on, we just gotta say, Storm is in Marvel Token, by the way. I said it wasn't earlier. She. They, them, it.
They. So we gotta start each podcast with, welcome to the commentators. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe. I'm your host, Alec Townsend. With me, as always, this is my co-host.
No, please don't. But yeah, it does help a lot. Same with the reviews on like iTunes and shit. It's the more I look into it, the more I realize, okay, that's why people actually mention it, because it does help with reach. It's fascinating. Analytics are a weird and interesting concept.
Yeah, so make Derek happy, everybody.
Honestly, dude, no one could listen to this dog shit, and I'd be just as happy. Because you know what? For the first couple renditions, barely anyone did. This one, though, we're actually getting some traction. It's pretty cool. Feels good.
Yeah, we're like a tractor up in here. All right, bye!
Bye!